Welcome again. Today we start new subject, that is general science. In this we start new topic. The name of the topic is that current, electricity and the magnetism. The major outline points of these lessons are current, electricity, dry cell, lead acid cell, nickel cadmium cell, electric circuit, magnetic effect of electric current, electromagnet, electric belt. These are major points in these lessons. Okay, now we will continue, start step by step. Before going to that, some points we recall, that is what constituents present in the atom. Which constituents? That is a proton, neutron and electron. Proton, neutron and electron. Three major constituents present in the atom. What will be happen if glass rod is rubbed on the silk cloth? That means when glass rod will acquire positive charge and the silk cloth will acquire negative charge. When we are getting rubbed glass rod on the cloth, silk cloth, then a static force is formed. How do objects get charges? When two suitable objects are rubbed against each other. What I say? Listen again. When two suitable objects are rubbed against each other, electron transferred from one object to another. The object that loses electron acquires positive charge. Which loses electron possess or acquire positive charge, and the object that gains electron possess negative charge. Okay, what is the static and moving charges? The charges at rest as static charges, and while charges in the motion are called moving charges. What is the negative charge made to flow? Can negative charge made to flow? Yes, negative charge made to flow. Can electricity be made to flow like water flowing from the higher level to the lower level? Yes, electricity is flowing from higher level to the lower level. That means this will be a somewhat back, that means we recall some points. What is present in the constituents of atom? In atom, proton, neutron and electron. Three major points. Okay, how charges are formed? That means when two objects rub each against, at that time electrons are transferred from the one object to the second object. The object which loses electron, called acquire negative charge, and the object which gain positive charges called as a, that means positive charge, that is called, and one negative electron, one object acquire positive charge and one object gain, that is acquire negative charge. Okay, now the first point of this lesson. Which is first point? What is electric current? Electric current is denoted by capital letter I. It is an electric charge, that is electric charge, which is denoted by capital letter Q, flowing through the conductor such as metal wire per unit time, that is T. Okay, that means I is equal to Q upon T. Electric current is equal to what is electric charge in particular time through a conductor, that is called as a electric current. Okay, which is SI unit of the electric current is ampere, and 1 ampere is equal to 1 coulomb per second. Electric current is a scalar quantity, not a vector quantity. Okay, then we see the electrostatic potential and potential difference between them. The electrical level deciding the direction of flow of electric charge. Electric level deciding the direction of flow of electric charges called as the electrostatic potential, and SI unit is volt. Electrostatic potential is a scalar quantity. Then what is the potential difference? It is the difference between the potential in 2 points. Difference between potential at 2 points. Now the main, that is dry cell, lead acid cell and nickel cadmium cells are sources of electricity. We see one by one. Okay, what is a dry cell, how dry cell is working, what is nickel cadmium cell, and what is lead acid cell. Okay, first of all we see a concept of dry cell. Okay, dry cell, we, with the help of chart, I show you what is a dry cell, what is a lead acid cell, and what is what we say nickel cadmium cell. With the help of chart, I show you the concept regarding with these of cells. Okay, also electric circuit or electrical circuits, the continuous path consisting of conducting wires, switches, plug, keys and other resistance between the terminals of cell is called electrical circuit. To obtain more potential difference, cells are connecting in series. To obtain more potential difference, cells are connected in the series. Okay, now in my next video I told just information, but in next video I told detail what is a dry cell, what is a lead acid cell, and what is nickel cadmium cell. Okay, now first of all concept, I just tell you concept of lead acid cell. The lead acid cell contains two electrodes, one Pb and second PbO2, dipped in the dilute H2SO4, that is sulfuric acid H2SO4. The chemical reaction between substances in the cell produces electric charge. What happens when we dip two electrodes Pb and PbO2 into sulfuric acid? Chemical reaction takes place in between the substances in the cell and produces electric charges on the electrodes. PbO2 carries positive charge while Pb carries negative charge. The potential difference between electrode is nearly 2 volt. If load, such a bulb is connected externally between two electrodes and electric current flows through it, it can be deliver large current. This cell can be recharged after getting electricity discharged. Okay, that means what is the concept, what is the mechanism of a lead acid cell? We take that means lead acid cell contains two electrodes, one is Pb and another is PbO2, dipped in the sulfuric acid solution. Okay, chemical reaction takes place in between the substances and cell produces electric charges on the electrode. PbO2 carries positive charge while Pb carries negative charge. The potential difference between the electrodes, two electrodes, is to approximately or nearly equal to the 2 volt. If load, such a bulb is connected in the externally between two electrodes, if we connect the electrical bulb between two electrodes, an electric current flows through it and it delivers large amount of current. This cell can be recharged after going electricity discharge. Okay, what is the application of the lead acid cell? Lead acid cells are connected in the series to obtain higher potential differences. Lead acid battery is used in the car, truck, motorcycle and unit rapid power supply UPS. in computer UPS. Okay, this is a mechanism of a lead acid cell. Okay, then we going to know what is a dry cell and concept of a dry cells. Okay, first of all, take a dry cell and remove its outer covering, putting inside you will find a whitish metal layer. This is a zinc metal layer. This is a negative terminal of the cell. Now carefully break upon this layer, and there is another layer inside. An electrolyte is filled between these two layers. Electrolyte contains negatively charged and positively charged ions. These are carries electricity. Electrolyte is a weight bulb of a zinc chloride, that means ZnCl2, and ammonium chloride NH4Cl. There is a graphite rod at the center of the cell. This is a positive terminal of the cell. A paste of manganese dioxide is filled outside the rod. Because chemical reaction at all these chemicals, electrical charge produced on two terminals and electric current flows through the circuit. That means a battery cell, that is a dry cell. Okay, in which upper side, that where the cap is located, that is a positive charge, and at the bottom of the cell there is a negative charge. Okay, in that, if we take a battery cell, dry cell, we see a zinc whitish metal layer, that is a zinc metal layer, that is a zinc, and there is a negative terminal of the cell. Now carefully when we break and open the layer, there is another layer inside an electrolyte to be filled between two layers. The electrolyte contains negatively charged and positively charged ions. These are carriers of electricity. The electrolyte is a weight pulp of a zinc chloride. Electrolyte is a weight pulp of zinc chloride and ammonium chloride, that is ZnCl2, and ammonium chloride, that is NH4Cl. There is a graphite rod at the center of the cell. When we observe, there is a graphite rod at the center of the cell. This is a positive terminal of the cell. Paste of a manganese dioxide, that is MnO2, is filled outside the rod. These chemical electrical charges is produced on the two terminals and electric current flows through the circuit. Use of a dry cell in a radio cell, wall clock, torches, mobile instruments, we use the dry cells. Okay, I think you can understand it very well. Okay, today we stop here and continue it tomorrow. That means in the next video. Okay, thank you.